Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of The Hard Count. I'm Michael Imam, and I recently had the opportunity to speak with Lee Summit High School's tight end and recent Mizzou commit, Max Whisner. Whisner is a member of the 2022 class and currently stands at 6 foot 6 inches and 240 pounds. Whisner has terrific size and blocking capabilities, as his size is a huge advantage for him. In addition to tight end, Whisner also plays on the defensive side of the ball as a defensive end, and we talk a little bit about that and more on this episode. All right, everyone, here is Max Whisner. Enjoy. First off, obviously, congrats on your commitment to Mizzou. Obviously, you were recruited by Casey Woods. You're a three-star out of Lee Summit, first tight end commit for Mizzou so far in the 2022 class, I believe. So tell me how it all went down. Did you meet with Drinkwitz and Woods, or what about Mizzou's program kind of stuck out to you?
So actually, right when Odom and all the staff all left, and they were getting Drinkwitz and Woods all selected the staff there, I was playing basketball, and my football coach, they stopped by one time, and they kind of peeped out while I was playing basketball, and I saw them then, and then also how it all really went down. I mean, I went on that visit there last year before all that staff was there, and I really liked it down there. And I spent the whole summer and earlier of the year working out with Drew Lock and everyone like that. I went down to Mizzou again in around July, and I mean, I really liked it down there. Everything was by each other, and I just enjoyed how close everything was. It was what I was really looking for, and the camp that really stood out. I went to this camp for some kind of All-American combine, and it was a 247 or 24/7. It was hosted at Columbus, Ohio, and I guess my scores were really good because then after, I mean, Mizzou offered me after that. We were staying in contact before that, and we were just getting calls in every week, and it was really nice. But what really stuck out to me was just the staff, the people there. Um, I was having faith in just how and what Eli Drinkwitz was doing down there, and how they could, really make a legacy out of being in the zoo, and fighting for an SEC East championship, or even going further with bigger things in the future with the new people coming up.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, you picked Mizzou over Arkansas, Iowa State, Kansas State, Nebraska, Pittsburgh, and Iowa. Or excuse me, Iowa did not offer you here. Iowa State did. So obviously, you're 6 foot 6 and 240 pounds. If you were to start today, you would be one of the you'd be one of the tallest tight ends on the roster, and actually kind of the biggest in terms of weight. In your highlights, it shows that you're also a terrific blocker and incredibly aggressive on defense as well, because you play defensive end too, right?
Yep,
And so I
correct.
think your size definitely puts your blocking abilities up there over the edge in terms of that. So tell me about a little bit about your training on a week to week basis. What kind of workouts do you do?
So actually, I was working out with my trainer, Austin Pace, is what I normally do about, I'd say 3 to 4 times a week. I'm starting basketball now, so it's a little harder, and I was in football season. But once I'm like really free, I'm working out with my trainer, Austin Pace, about 5 to 6 times a week. And I mean, what that looks like really is I'm on the Denver Broncos strength and performance, or strength coaches workouts. So it's stuff like just the basic lifts, the clean, the squat, bench, but with like a trap bar. Or my cardio, I'm working on how to properly run for acceleration, just acceleration, agility, cardio things. I think he's one of the best trainers I've ever gone to. He's certified in some kind of advanced like training system. But I mean, it's a variety. It depends what I need to have work on. I mean, he's real versatile.
Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, that's incredible. And obviously, kind of going off of that. So obviously, talk about Lee Summit High School is no stranger to producing top talent, and most notably, recently, former Mizzou QB. You talked about the Denver Broncos. Current quarterback Drew Lock went to Lee Summit. How has your coach and program developed you from where you were very young into being kind of an elite Division I football player, now getting these offers?
So really, when I walked into playing football my freshman year, my knowledge of how to play tight end was obviously a lot less. My IQ was not as good as it is now. Really, I'd say all of last year is I've really started to learn about just releases, basic things to know whenever I'm going out to catch passes. I spent a lot of time actually working with Ronnie Bell. He's from Michigan. His dad, Aaron Bell. He's one of I consider one of my coaches. Tells me all of his little tips and tricks and all his little basic fundamental things to be a successful route runner and the footwork for all of that. But I mean, they've improved me a lot. They have me lined up inside on a wing, or they'll have me out in a slot, or they'll have me very wide out. But I mean, my IQ has grown a lot since my freshman year to now, just football and all that. Because I mean, initially I was playing basketball and I was focusing on basketball.
Right, right. And so, obviously, tell me a little about kind of the best game that you've had, you think, in your career at Lee's Summit.
I think one of my best games I've ever played was either Rockhurst last year. I had, I think, 2 or 3 sacks and 4 or 5 tackles, or no. My game this year against St. Joe Central was pretty good. I had I think 2 sacks and a touchdown. But it's hard to say. I feel like I still haven't had my very best game yet, but I'd say it's one of those 2 games, Rockhurst or St. Joe Central.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, obviously, your highlights show that you've had quite a few very, very, very good games. So, obviously, having your best yet to come is pretty incredible as well. And obviously, I think a lot of these D1 schools saw that in you, which is very, very important too. And so, obviously, you're a junior now, and you'll be a senior next year. And you're still growing, which is also pretty big. So, what are your goals going into next season? What are you trying to improve or expand on?
So I'm trying to improve on just my quickness, my reactions. Basically, I'm just really trying to get a lot quicker. Route running, I need to improve on my route running. So I'd say mainly my footwork, my technique for running, the basic. I need to still learn some of the basic keys on acceleration and then getting to that top speed. Uh, yeah, I mean, I think those are the real big things. Is just my footwork with route running, my quickness with speed. Obviously, I'm going to still keep on trying to get stronger with the basic lifts and all that, but more elusive, more fluent version of me is what I'm looking for.
All right, very, very cool. And so, kind of going into that, so talking about improvement and stuff like that. So, tell me about your mom and dad and what they've kind of done to support you in all of this.
So I live with my mom really, but my mom's done a lot. She's sent me to all these camps. Ever since I was in 6th grade, I mean, she's done a lot. She's gone out of her way to take me to practices for this junior NBA world championship team I was playing for, won the world championship. The Under Armour circuit I play on for basketball. I mean, it's all a lot easier now that I can drive, but she's dedicated a lot of time just to seeing that I'd be successful in any sport that I play in or anything like that. She's a very dedicated person, and I wouldn't be where I'm at without her help.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. And so, what's kind of the first thing you want Mizzou to know about you, or you would want any school to know about you when you join their roster?
I just want them to know that I'm a really hard worker. I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get to where I know I can be. Uh, I'm an easygoing guy. I don't think I'm very judgmental based or anything. I'm someone anyone could talk to. But I mean, I'm there to get work done and see our progression throughout that. Like, obviously winning an SEC East championship if they don't do it this year, but are even bigger things. Going like we always talk about, Coach Drinkwitz and all of us dreaming even further, maybe winning a whole national championship or something like that. I mean, I'm there to get work in and be there for the team and everything.
All right, awesome, awesome. And one kind of final fun question here for you. If you were to get drafted by an NFL team, what would be your preferred team that you'd want to get drafted by?
Oh, let me think about this. If I were to get drafted by an NFL team, where would I want to go? Uh, I think I would want to go to. I mean, I've always loved the Chiefs. That's the thing. I'd love to go to the Chiefs or anywhere really. I wouldn't really care. I mean, the fact that I made it that far would be crazy enough for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I could definitely see you.
I know my mom would want me to go to the Broncos though,
Yeah.
just Drew. But I mean, anywhere. I mean, you make it to the league at that point.
Yeah, yeah, I could definitely see you being the next Travis Kelsey, so that'd be pretty incredible. That'd be pretty incredible either way. All right, well, thanks so much for coming on, Max. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much.
No, anytime, Michael.
All right, I appreciate it. All right, take care. Thank you so much. All right, everyone, that was recent Mizzou tight end commit Max Whisner at Elise Summit High School in Missouri. If you'd like to contact Max, his Twitter account is at MaxWisner01, and be sure to give him a follow. I will also post his huddle highlights below as well. If you'd like to contact me, my Twitter account is at Imami Michael, and my Instagram is at The Hard Count with Michael Imami, in case you want to check that out. Also, in case your parents are interested, my Facebook is at The Hard Count with Michael Imami, and be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. All right, everyone, thanks so much for listening, and special thanks to Max for coming on. This has been The Hard Count. Do you have what it takes to go D1?